Hi guys, so it's Gina here, welcome to my vlog. I thought today I would dye my hair and bring you guys along with me. I've been dyeing my hair since I was like 12, so I haven't seen natural hair color in a very long time, like over 20 years. But I thought it was time to dye it. Usually I have moments where it has to be done straight away where I want a haircut or I want to do my hair. And I've been dyeing my own hair, probably been getting it, I got it professionally done maybe 3 times in the past 20 years. But apart from that, I generally do my hair myself. So my hair, I'm quite satisfied with the color at the moment. Like it's not too bad, not too brassy, although I have really low expectations when it comes to color. So the brown bits here are a little brassy, but it's not too bad for me. I don't mind it, but I just feel like because we're in summer, it's been a couple of months since I've done my hair. I think it's time for a change. So that's what I'm going to do today. Now, the last time I got my hair done was in Japan back in May. So May, June, July, August, September, October, November. So it's been like 6 months since I've done it. When I was in Japan, obviously because I was pregnant, I couldn't bleach it and I had blonde previously. So I got them to kind of just do kind of a gradient kind of ombre, like put through a gray tone through it, which is why I don't actually like going to hair salons, because I find it that 2 out of the 3 times I've done it professionally, I've loved it coming out of the salon. It was really good. I feel like the more you pay, the more better it is. Although it can get quite expensive, like $300 to get it done. The only problem is the colors don't last long, and then I get really disappointed after. So then I think, why not just do it myself? So last time I did it was grey, which was fine. If you watched my Japan haul at the end of Japan and my what I got and stuff, you'll notice that my hair kind of gradually changed as the color faded, which was really disappointing because I really like that grey. But this is my current status now. So that is my regrowth. Like I said, it's been the longest I've seen in a very long time. And I do say all the time, eventually I will go back to black, but I'm just not done with the whole brown, like blonde scene. So I thought I'm going to attempt to go blonde again. Not going to say it's going to be the last time because I say that every time, but I've got a ton of like bleach, so I thought might as well, why not do it. Since we're heading into summer, I can't guarantee it's going to turn out well. It's going to be either a hit or a miss. And I have done a vlog previously, I think it must have been last Christmas around that time, or mid-year, start of the year, where I did go blonde. Which wasn't too bad. So hopefully, because my hair's gone through a lot, that it doesn't break or snap. But I do like the length right now. Like I feel like every time I cut it, I always regret it and I want it long because I have a pretty fat, wide face. But it is summer and I feel like a total change. So hopefully my hair doesn't snap too much, but maybe just cut it shorter up to here as well. But we'll see how we go. So disclaimer, this video is not a tutorial. I probably wouldn't recommend it. I'm just showing you because, you know, shits and giggles, see whether this works or not. Fun fact, I am actually a qualified hairdresser. I studied hairdressing actually 10 years ago, but I did also retire the day I graduated. So even though I've got that qualification, I wouldn't say I'm a professional hairdresser because I didn't really practice it on after, but I do know, I guess, the basic information and formula and stuff to do my hair, which is why I do it now myself. It's obviously out of date hair, so the hair, you know, industry is something that is like constantly revolving with new products like Olaplex and Fenolo and all those products that is a lot more better for your hair, that your hair doesn't snap. But I'm going a little bit old school with like things that I remember from the day, and I am, you know, also very aware that my hair might snap the shit out, which is why I'm thinking of cutting it later, just so it gets rid of all the dead stuff. But yeah, so few things that I've got with me is, first of all, is a change of clothes. This is a dress that I bought years ago from Supre, like maybe 15 years ago. But I like it because it's convenient, and this is my hair dress. This is my hair dress. I wear this every time I dye my hair. Although this is a really big stiff bit here because once I spilt nail adhesive glues on it, and it's like rock hard. I actually felt it burning when it was on my chest when I spilled it. I don't know why. Maybe it's the, you know, material of this dress or the, you know, chemicals from the thing, but it is like rock solid. So I don't wear this out, but this is a dress I just wear for dyeing my hair. So I'm going to pop this on and show you what else I got. Okay, so I'm not naked. I've got my dress on, and what I love about this dress as well is because it's a boob tube dress, it's easy to take on and off, especially when you've got hair dye in your hair as well. So that's all done. And next off is things I've got. So I've got bleach. This is just normal. This is a blue tinted bleach, just so there's no difference between this or the white one. It's just easier to see the blue in your hair. And I'm also using a 30 volume peroxide 9%. Now, I know most, actually probably all salons will probably not recommend using something this strong to bleach your hair unless it's in foils and closely monitored, but I'm a bit of a risk taker and I just feel like it's faster, especially for black hair. I mean, I could use a volume 20, 6% and just let it sit till it gets to a certain volume, or like bleach it in 2 sessions, but I just have no time and patience. Like I said, I have no expectations on this coming out exactly perfect or not brassy at all, but I'm just really impatient as well. So I've got this. So I've already mixed that together in my little bowl with the little brush thing. So that's all done. And I've also got a ton of these alligator clips to section my hair. Because I'm doing it on myself, it's a little hard to get in and out, which is why instead of doing foils and making it look neat, I'm just going to bleach the whole hair and then work out what I want to do after. I'm thinking of like putting a slight violet tinge to it or going a little purple. I'm hoping it's because if it throws out a lot of brassiness, a lot of orange or yellow, that I could go through with a violet tone and just neutralize that. And if it turns out purple, I don't mind. See how that goes. So that's what I've got. Also got a brush because I need to brush my hair. And yes, so I'm going to leave my glasses on because I'm blind as a bat. The good thing, because it's bleach, it won't stain my glasses. And most importantly, I've got gloves. Sometimes I don't wear gloves because I like the feel of my hair to really get to feel to see if I'm doing it right, but it does leave your hands really white and gross. Mind you, I've got a child, so I can't really do that. So good thing is Kel's looking after her while I take, you know, the time off to really focus on me for a change. So I've got that all ready. Now, I also sometimes put some coconut oil in my hair just to give it some conditioning and, you know, a layer of it. I wouldn't bleach my hair on clean hair only because it will burn the shit out of your scalp. But because I haven't washed my hair in like 3 days and it's been super hot, like 30 degrees, over 30 degrees, I'm pretty sure my head is looking gross. So I'm just going to go through and apply it as it is, just brush it out and separate it into sections before I start bleaching. Okay, so I've just separated my hair, also put the gloves on, and I'm just about to start dyeing it. I just like to separate it because I'm doing it on myself. I just like to know where I'm working with so I don't miss any spots. Also have a mirror here to guide me in case I need to see the back. But yeah, so what I'm going to do, because it's bleach and it's 9%, which is heavily strong, is I'm going to dye this bit here, the bit where it's slightly darker, just to give it a little bit more time for it to develop and process, and also avoid the roots, because the scalp of your hair is hot, so it actually lightens it, bleaches it faster. So I'll do that to the end and maybe run it through to the end just to clean that up as well. Now I'm hoping to achieve like a, you know, a level 8 kind of color, like a level 8 shade of color hair. I don't expect anything lighter than that without like snapping or going completely yellow. So we'll see how it turns out. Excuse my glasses from fogging. It is like super hot in here right now as well. So I've just done 1 out of the 6 panels and my eyes feel like they're starting to sting. Moving on to the next one. Hopefully I can do this all in one night. Otherwise I may have to leave it and come again tomorrow if I want to get it a ladder or needs a little bit of fixing in case I screw up. Also recommend when you are dyeing hair to wear old clothes because you get quite a lot of spillage as well, especially when you're doing it by yourself. My glasses are like completely sweating because I'm like so hot in here. I should really open the window actually, but it's currently like high 20s. It's been like over 30, like 37 degrees for the past 2 days. So Maybe I picked the wrong time to dye my hair. Oh, you gotta do what you gotta do. Okay, so I've got one side done, and as you can see, it's actually starting to lighten and also get really warm as well. So I'm just gonna rub that in a bit and clip that aside so it's not in my way. And moving on to the next side. So that's pretty much all the blonde. My hair, this one feels completely warm and hot right now. Like I can feel it, it's like, ooh, hot. Put a little bit more in. So now I'm just waiting for this to set in as well. Let's just wait for that to set a bit, and once this reaches like something like this, then I'm just going to go ahead and do the regrowth. Just let that sit for a bit. While that's sitting, I'm going to clean myself up because I'm so hot right now. So it has been a couple of minutes and it's starting to light up now on this side because the last bits I've done. So now I'm just going to go back and start doing the roots. This can get a little messy, actually a lot messy, because now that's all kind of matted together. I'm just going to start from the bottom and I guess work my way up. So I might do my hairline first. The good thing as well about bleaching your hair is you don't have to worry much about getting your sink and stuff surrounding too dirty, because it's like bleach. It's not like it's colored or anything, unless if you've got like dark vanity, then I don't know, maybe it will, but hopefully it's a lot more cleaner and easier than when you've got dye, actual color dye. So I'm just going to go around and do around my face first, just to make sure everything is all done. And also start from the bottom and work my way up. And this is why I leave this last as well, is because it is closer to your scalp. It does tend to lighten quicker, and it's also burning hot. So I remember one time, I think it must have been the second time I did my hair blonde. It was meant to be like just a touch up from the regrowth, but I ended up just putting bleach in my hair and doing the whole thing. And my scalp was so sore. I think I actually burnt it because I'm not sure whether my hair was actually clean that time or whatnot, but it was like, I actually had like scarring from it because it was so hot. This is why every time I dye my hair, I need to make sure I don't wash it for a good couple of days, just so it produces enough oil to protect my head. Either that or put a ton of like coconut oil in just to protect it as well. My glasses are fogging up again. I don't know if you can notice, like if you watch my videos, I don't know if you notice my glasses fogs up quite a lot. And I guess that's like, you know, because I have a flat nose, I have like no bridge, there's nothing for my glasses to sit on, so it leans right across my cheek. And it's so frustrating because every time I get hot, which is very often, my glasses will start to steam up. So every time I'm sitting there recording, because I'm like flustered from like, you know, gathering everything, setting up, that every time I start recording and saying, you know, hi guys, how you going? Like glasses always end up fogging up, which frustrates me even more, and it takes me just longer to record. Almost done. I got tired of using the brush. I'm just using my hand because I feel like I have more control of my hand, just to feel where I've gone and where I haven't gone. Okay, so that is all done. What I want to do now is just grab some leftover and just really rub that in like shampoo. Just to make sure everything is all nice and covered. Make sure I do this bit too behind my glasses, otherwise I'm going to have these random dark spots. So that's pretty much it. I'm just going to let it sit like this for a bit until my regrowths are all done and nicely blonde. Minding that if it gets too hot or burning my scalp, to remove it. But I'm just going to leave that in, and then closer towards the end, just run whatever's left in the end as well. Like I said, I don't expect this to be perfect. I probably do expect a lot of breakage, and especially the ends, but I do plan to just trim it later anyway. So sometimes This turns out sometimes it doesn't. So I'm just going to let it sit for a bit while I clean up this area and make myself a cup of tea while I wait, and then see how this goes. So I'll be back. Okay, so I've just washed my hair and this is what it looks like right now. I look like a rooster. Like, it's orangey slash yellow, and you don't even want to see the amount of hair I lost. Actually, let me show you. So far, that is all of my hair that's snapped off. I know this looks really bad, but mind you, my ends have gone through so much bleach, so it was literally end of life for the end bits. I am going to trim it anyway, so hopefully it's not too bad. But yeah, that is all. Ugh, dead hair. My hair feels like jelly right now. It feels so vulnerable and naked. But yeah, so I don't actually want to go platinum blonde or anything. I just want it light enough that I can tone it to just give it a nice, kind of like an ashy, like level 8-ish color. So I'm just gonna go through now and tone it. Now, usually if it's like orangey, you'd use like a blue toner. If it's yellow, like a violet one. I'm gonna go ahead and use like a violet one. So I'm using the Royal, this is the color Royale in violet, well, violin. So I've already pre-mixed it with like a 6%, and this is what it looks like. So the color itself is like clear, but once you mix it and leave it, it does kind of turn darker. So that is what the color looks like. So I'm going to run this through my hair to tone it. Hopefully that neutralizes this like bit. Like, it doesn't look as bad on that film as it is in real life. It looks like, I don't even know how to explain what I look right now. I look like a fried fries, like French fries. It's like yellow and golden right now. So I'm gonna run this in and hopefully this turns out well. Now, I don't know what I'm gonna do about the snappage, because, you know, I have pretty thick like hair anyway, so it's not too bad if I lose a lot of hair, and hopefully, you know, I have some hair left. But I'm gonna run this through my hair, leave it in for a good half an hour to 45 minutes. Usually with hair dye, you leave it in for 45 minutes. I'll see how that goes. Because this is a violet, this is more of a color corrector, I'm just gonna leave it in for maybe 20 minutes. Hopefully that should neutralize all the yellow and goldness out of it. This can get quite messy because it is color, so you just need to make sure that, you know, you protect whatever is around you. In my case, nothing, so I just need to go make sure I go through and clean up my area after, otherwise Ken will kill me. Okay, so that is in. It looks like I've just killed someone in here. It is like a bloody mess. This violet is more on like the pinky rose kind of side, which I actually don't mind. Like, my plan is, like, I wasn't looking for a blonde today. I was looking for more of like a purplish kind of violet, but this is turning to more of a pink, which is actually a nice color as well. So hopefully it turns out nice. Whatever color it turns out, whether it's slightly on the pinky side, mind you, over time it will slightly fade, so I don't mind the bit of pinkiness, like right, like the kind of like the what do you call it, it's almost like a mauve, like a plum, like a purplish tinge mauve. Anyway, so I'm gonna leave this in, even though it looks really pink right now. If I wash it now, it's just gonna completely go be a waste. So I'm gonna leave it in. I don't mind if it actually turns into this color, because it's actually a really nice color and I haven't really had this color before. So meanwhile, I should clean this mess because it looks like I've killed someone. Oh my god, what did I do? So this is the outcome. It is currently morning. Actually, it's 7 o'clock in the morning. I started dyeing my hair late last night, so I didn't actually wash it all off till past midnight, and plus I had to feed Isabel, so I thought I'll leave it as it is and reassess it this morning. So from when I put the dye in, I actually put it in for about 5 minutes or so, because I didn't want to go completely all violet, but I should have anyway, because it's actually not a bad color, but this bit here is kind of washed off, and I think that bit is more the intensity of the blonde. So every time I dye my hair, like, I don't have high expectations, and it is a gamble, either a hit or a miss. I've been good the past couple of times, but this is probably not exactly what I was expecting. And just to clarify as well, so one, I do have a qualification in hairdressing, but like I said, I retired the day I graduated, which means I didn't actually use my experience professionally, and this was over 10 years ago, so whatever I learned is mostly like redundant because things are always growing. But two, it is a risk that I take knowing when I use a 30 volume with bleach that I will kill the shit out of my hair. But because I am impatient and, you know, just impatient, so I want to take that risk. This is the risk that you take, is that your hair will snap off. I have a feeling it snapped off because when I applied the bleach to the darker spots, it overlaid with the blonde that was starting to come through before, that it has snapped a lot off. And when I rinsed the bleach out, I showed you a chunk of hair that came out, but when I rinsed this out, literally half my hair just kept falling out. I didn't want to touch it even more just in case it just fell off. I'm scared to brush this right now in case more comes off. But this is what it looks like. So, oh, my hair feels so matted and gross right now. It's actually still, I don't know whether because it's so damaged that it feels wet, or I don't know whether it's still wet from last night. But every time I touch it, more hair comes out. So, ooh. Oh my god, this is like turning into the biggest fail. But you know what, I never learn, and maybe this is a wake-up call telling me, Gina, you should stop dyeing your hair and just go back to natural, or just avoid using bleach altogether. Although I did buy a new packet of bleach, so ooh. Okay, so now that I can see what the damage is, like, just hair is everywhere and it's like so short. So I was planning to trim it and cut it, but I might cut it a bit shorter. Might have to, maybe I'm thinking, I don't know, maybe add a fringe. I'll leave that last and see how I go. But okay, so I look like a total mess right now. Like, ooh, my hair is like snapped. Okay, I'm gonna try and fix this. Like with the color, it's not bad because I can always put it in a rinse in, like a semi-permanent color, or just re-dye if it bothers me. But the actual hair itself is like completely dead. So I'm gonna go ahead and kind of trim it and make it more presentable. So hopefully this all goes well. I'm so scared to brush my hair in case more hair comes out. Maybe I'll start with the top because that's already kind of damaged. It's more when it gets to about here, I feel like a whole lot is going to come out. I need some major TLC. Look at all, I don't know if you can see. Last night I was like, I kept looking at it, and every time I touched it, like chunks of hair will come out. This is probably not the best time of year to do this as well. You know, Christmas, New Year's just around the corner. You know, a lot of festive season. Should have maybe waited till mid-year or something, because when there's like less things going on, it wouldn't be as bad. Maybe I'll start by trimming the length first. Oh my God, pray for me, please. Okay, so I'm gonna leave it as it is because I feel like the more I play around, the more short it's gonna get, and I'll probably regret it even more. So this is the current length, I guess, so I'm gonna go for. It doesn't look the best right now because it does feel quite frizzy, but it's not, I don't even know if the cut is straight right now. Should be okay. So I might actually even put a fringe. I don't know. I feel like my hair is like creating its own. It's like it's talking to itself. It's telling me what it wants to do. And I think my hair, I think it really wants a fringe. So I might even add a little fringe. Although I'm probably going to regret it later. I might just do like a little side sweepy one. See how that goes. Alright, so I can hear Izzy crying right now. So I'm going to quickly clean up and just take a minute to reassess what just happened and maybe style it and see how it turns out. So guys, this is my final hair and my good effort to save it. It's not, honestly, like I was planning to go shorter anyway, so it's not completely a failure, although my hair does feel a bit crispy, a little bit like fried, but it should be fine. The only thing is though, for me, I find it really hard with short hair. I'd love to go really short, but because I have like no neck and I'm fat, I can't get away with it because it doesn't look good. Like some people just have really short hair, or like it doesn't even look that short, but because I have a really long neck, it looks really nice. But because I have no neck, I've got limited hairstyles, so it's not too bad. Like, I don't know about the fringe, whether I'm going to shorten it more, make it into a more blunt fringe, but right now I'm just going to push it aside. But yeah, hopefully the back looks kind of okay. I always find it hard straightening the back because I can't see it. But yeah, so I might put a rinse in, like a semi-permanent color, just to refresh it because it does kind of look a bit patchy. The top being really nice, but then the burnt like mushy bits are still kind of like brassy blonde. So yeah, that is me doing my hair. It was a huge risk, and this time I would say it did kind of fail. So the whole process is probably like a 4 out of 10, but it's not too bad. Like, I guess I just have to live with it. It sucks because it's short. It means I need to maintain it and style it. Otherwise, it will just look really bad. But at least it's somewhat savable, and I don't mind like the style of it as well. I mean, it's a little bit choppy because of all that. I didn't want to chop too much off, otherwise I have no hair whatsoever. But yeah, so that is my hair. Let me know what you guys think and what lessons you've learnt from me. Take from me, guys, if you're planning on bleaching your hair. This is, I guess, a tutorial of like things not to do, if anything. But I thought I would take you guys with me to see how I gamble with my hair and kill the shit out of it. But yeah, let me know what you think. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up and make sure you subscribe to watch more. So until next time, see ya.